Millions of people on universal credit were told they would be getting a bigger payment from April, but for many households the increase was never going to show up straight away. Even though the new rates came into force in April 2026, a lot of claimants had to wait until May or even June before the extra money actually reached their account. That is because universal credit is paid monthly in arrears, and the increase only applies from the first assessment period that starts on or after the 13th of April 2026. The headline figure was built around the rise in the standard allowance. From April 2026, the monthly amount increased to £338.58 for a single claimant under 25 and £424.90 for a single claimant aged 25 or over. For couples, it rose to £528.34 where both are under 25 and £666.97 where one or both are 25 or over. Reports at the time described this as being worth roughly £466 a year for a typical couple, which is where the headline came from. What caused the confusion was the way universal credit is worked out. Each claim runs on a monthly assessment period that starts on the day the claim was made. If someone's next assessment period began before the 13th of April, they would usually not see the uprated amount until their May payment. If their new assessment period began after the 13th of April, the rise might not appear until June. So the increase was real, but the timing depended entirely on where someone's monthly cycle fell. The article also linked this to other April increases across the benefits system. Extra amounts for carers and work allowances were due to rise as well, while the full new state pension was increasing to £241.30 a week and the full basic state pension to £184.90 a week. But the bigger message was that an uprating date and a payment date are not always the same thing, which is why many people expecting an immediate April boost ended up waiting longer than they thought. So the real story was not that the increase had disappeared. It was that the structure of universal credit meant millions of people would get the rise later than the headline suggested. The money was still coming, but for a lot of claimants it was arriving on the schedule of their assessment period, not on the day the new rates officially began.